Every once in a while, a Christian religious figure will write and post some garbage article about biblical womanhood that instructs Christian women to take on a subservient or second-class status to men within their households. But in Methodism, that view is a heresy, a belief incompatible with our explicit doctrines, and it isn't biblical at all. When we talk about the role of women in society, we have to start with the real women in Scripture, especially the stories of the prophet Deborah and the hero Jael. I'm Reverend Ian Collier, and this is 2 Minute Methodism. In the book of Judges, we learn about two women who were chosen by God to save the nation of Israel. The first was Deborah the Prophet. Already as a prophet, we learn that God chooses both men and women to speak on God's behalf in this world. But more than just a prophet, Deborah was a judge of Israel. And judges, more than just modern court officers, were more of a cross between a charismatic tribal leader and a regional military warlord. As we see in Judges chapter 4, Deborah was the authority over all Israel and even commanded the army into battle. Now, during this fight, we meet our other hero, Jael the Kenite. As the Israelites drove an army of Canaanites into retreat, the Canaanite general fled into Jael's tent to hide. And while there, Jael took a tent peg and killed the general, bringing an end to the battle. The Christian church father Origen taught that Jael serves as an image of the church. As a non-Israelite, Jael symbolizes those Gentiles who have been brought into God's family from foreign nations. And in taking that wooden spike to strike down the enemy general, she shows us how we should take the wood of the cross to defeat the enemy, vice, and sin. So, what is the biblical depiction of womanhood? In the book of Judges, it's about being a prophet and ruler of a nation and the model of a church.